Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time you are seeing this video. Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again today. You're highly welcome. Bring your chair closer, get your pen and paper. Today we'll be studying an important topic. Yes, so let's head down straight into the video. In today's video, we'll be talking about malaria. Yes, might be like, wow, malaria. Yes, we're talking about malaria. As simple as it sounds, malaria is very, very complicated. Yeah, it is very, very much complicated. At one point in my life or in your life, we all have passed through malaria. We all have suffered malaria. So today we'll be discussing some of the causes, the preventing tips, and the complications attached with malaria. Now, let's get straight into the video. One of the first things that causes malaria is mosquito bites. Yes, when we are bitten by mosquito, when we are bitten by an infected mosquito, when we are bitten by an infected mosquito, the mosquito will pass its parasites to us, thereby causing malaria for us. Which brings me to the next point, which is parasitic infection. Parasitic infection is another cause of malaria. What do I mean by parasitic infection? Mosquitoes that we are being bitten with, they contain plasmodium, especially female mosquito which transfers malaria. They contain plasmodium, and those plasmodium, when they get into our bloodstream, they tend to destroy some of the important organs, like they tend to weaken our immune system, thereby making us to be down with malaria. Now, the third thing I'll be talking about is dirty surrounding and improper hygiene. Another thing that causes mosquito is dirty surrounding. In your vicinity, if you have a place that is filled with grasses, bushes, dirt around here and there, dirty gutters, stagnant waters that is not moving, please, this is a cause of mosquito, because mosquito dwell more in a dirty and bad environment. Now, the third thing I'll be talking about here is infected person. Yes, an infected person can also give you malaria. What do I mean by that? Let me take, for instance, I used a sharp object in cutting my nails. Let me say I used a nail clipper in cutting my nails, and along the line while I was cutting, I injured myself with it. And you and I knows that once I injure myself with it, there is blood will surely come out. I'll surely have bleeding now, and I'm down with malaria. Then you coming to borrow the same nail clipper that I used, along the line you still used it and cut yourself, you got injured, and there will be transfer of microorganisms from the same clipper that you and I shared together. Thereby, I have transferred that malaria to you. So malaria can be gotten from infected person, like sharing sharp objects with infected person. Another thing that causes malaria is climate change. We all know in Nigeria we have the rainy season and the dry season. During the rainy season, there is much more of rainfall and there is much more of stagnant waters around. So those waters will be a breeding ground for mosquito. So you all believe with me that once there is rainy season, the rate at which mosquito increases is very, very high. Now, another thing I'll be talking about in this video is pregnant women. They are at the high risk of having malaria, which we'll be talking about later. Now, let's talk about some of the preventive measures of malaria. For you to prevent malaria, there are things we can do to manage malaria, to curb the spread, to curb the bites of mosquito. The first thing on my list here is using mosquito repellent that contains DEET. Yes, DEET is one of the ingredients used in making mosquito repellent that scares the mosquito away. Like I know of Longreach, they have a mosquito repellent that you can spray all over your body to scare mosquito away. I think it lasts for up to like 12 hours or more. You can make use of that. Another thing is sleeping under a mosquito net. sleeping under a mosquito treated net at night. If you know your vicinity there is much more of mosquitoes, my advice for you is to try to get mosquito nets. You can also manage mosquito bites or spread of malaria by wearing protective clothing. What do I mean by protective clothing? You can wear long trouser, long sleeve, your socks, and your warmer. And another thing that attracts mosquito is black color. At night, please don't wear anything black because it attracts mosquito. So another thing I'll be talking about is if you are traveling to a place that you know that place, hey, the mosquito bite there is too much, it's times 10. My advice for you is to get an anti-malaria. Please do not do self-medication. Try to visit a healthcare provider within your vicinity and ask for a very good anti-malaria. It will help you a lot by preventing you from being down with malaria. Hope you are enjoying this video so far. Please, if you are enjoying it, please subscribe down to my YouTube channel. Click on the comment section below to comment on this video if you want to be seeing more of this. Now let's talk about the symptoms of malaria. Some of the symptoms of malaria are body ache, fever, be having chills, cold, headache, backache, like your whole body won't just feel yourself. So if you're having any symptoms of this, please seek the attention of a healthcare provider immediately and get yourself treated. Now let's move down to complications of malaria. Yes, as simple as malaria sounds, it has complications. Now one of the complications of malaria is this anemia, which causes anemic malaria. Now you believe with me that once we have plasmodium in our bloodstream, there will be destruction of the red blood cell, and the volume at which the volume of required red blood cell in our body will be reduced, thereby causing anemia. Anemia is destruction of red blood cell. The blood volume in your body needed by your body is no longer there. So once you are done with malaria, please treat it, because that fever that you're always having, that hot temperature, high fever you're always having at night, is reducing the blood counts, like the normal blood count you should have in your body, thereby making you to be prone to anemia. Then you and I will now be down with anemic malaria. Hope you got that. So the next complications of malaria is brain damage. This is where I'll be talking about cerebral malaria. As simple as malaria sounds, is very, very destructive. You and I know one time or the other you might have heard that malaria causes madness. It's not a lie, it's not a rumor. When the plasmodium in our body, when the plasmodium in our immune system is too much due to not treating malaria when we ought to, it tends to destroy the important, delicate organs of the body, which is the brain. It will destroy the brain, thereby causing the brain to swell up. And when the brain is destroyed, when the brain is no longer active, when the brain is no longer functioning, you and I know that it's leading to madness. So yes, malaria can cause madness when not treated. Hope you're enjoying this video. So the next thing we'll be talking about is another complication is jaundice. Jaundice, yes. Malaria can cause jaundice. Accumulated malaria so far can cause jaundice. What do I mean by jaundice? Jaundice is yellowing of the eyes. Your eyes become so yellow. Your skin will be so pale. The normal coloring of your skin will change. When somebody will see it, the person will be like, what's wrong with you? What's happening? Please, that's malaria. Don't take malaria to be a minor something that you can just, it's just malaria, there's nothing there. There's something there. Don't take malaria like that. Please treat malaria whenever you are down with malaria. Now I'll be talking for pregnant women. Pregnant women are at high risk of having malaria. That is why they are being given Fansida. Please know this, Fansida is not a malaria medication. It's an anti-malaria because it scares the malaria away. It prevents pregnant women from getting infected with malaria for their journey of 9 months. So You'll be wondering, why is it that pregnant women, they are always giving anti-malaria during pregnancy? It's because it causes a lot of complications for them. If a pregnant woman is down with malaria during pregnancy, my sister, there is a big problem. Now, one of the things it causes in pregnant women is this. It causes low birth weight in pregnant women. Yes, malaria causes low birth weight. It causes stillbirth. Malaria can make a pregnant woman to lose her baby before the baby is being given birth to. It can also lead to miscarriage. It can even lead to death of the mother. So to avoid all these complications that I've mentioned so far in this video, please, whenever you are down with malaria, visit the nearby health care centers around you and get yourself checked and treated. Please and please don't do self-medication. Self-medication is not good. Do you know that during the time of doing self-medication, you don't know at which the peak or level of malaria in your body is. There is a time that the plasmodium will form a capsule around itself, that even the drugs you are taking will no longer be able to fight or penetrate into that plasmodium to kill it. It will now form a protective shield. The malaria drugs you are taking will now be like a shield covering the plasmodium that is causing the malaria. Instead of the drugs that you're taking to be working, you tend to find out that the illness is getting severe. That's why it's advisable to carry out tests to know the level of malaria you are down with. Now we've gotten to the end of this video. Please, if you want to be seeing more of this video, comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up, like it, and share so that other people around you can benefit from this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. See you some other time. Love you. Bye.